The case against the suspected Parliament arsonist Zandile Mafe has been postponed to the 8th of May. He's been sent for psychiatric evaluation at a facility in the Eastern Cape, and this is for observation. Mafe made a brief appearance in the High Court in Cape Town this morning. Newzroom Afrika's Nasiphi joining us now for an update. Nasiphi, good morning to you. Zandile Mafe, the understanding is that he would have already gone for psychiatric evaluation. Is this a second such exercise?
Well, if you remember the first time around, proper procedures obviously were not followed when Zandile Mafe was taken to Valkenburg Psychiatric Hospital here in the Western Cape just a few days after he was arrested, before he made his first court appearance following the 2nd of January, that fire that gutted most part of the National Assembly. So this time around, Judge Erasmus ordering that or rather the matter not only being postponed, but ordering that within these 30 days until the 8th of May, Zandile Mafe will be detained at the Fort England Psychiatric Hospital in Makhanda.
All right, and so the dissatisfaction around the initial process, for viewers who may not remember, what steps were not followed in that regard, in that first one?
Well, Tola, I'm actually joined by the NPA spokesperson that will be able to dive deep into that regard, but to talk to us about the proceedings on their own following today's outcomes and order by Judge Erasmus, I'm joined by Zandile. So thank you so much for your time. But we understand that for 30 days, Zandile Mafe detained at the Fort England Hospital in Makhanda.
Yes, the court has ordered that he be moved from Portsmouth Prison today and be transferred to Fort England Hospital, Psychiatric Hospital in the Eastern Cape, to undergo a 30 days evaluation for the hospital to determine whether he appreciates what the wrongfulness of what he did, whether he had the capacity to understand or appreciate what he did then, and also whether he is able to give instructions to his lawyers for his defense.
Obviously, this process initially, at the beginning stages of this particular matter, Zandile Mafe admitted to the Valkenburg Hospital, and the High Court set that aside. But talk to us through about that particular contention, as the defense had an issue with the process that was followed.
You'll remember there was an instruction by a local district surgeon, which we agreed to it for him to be sent to Valkenburg. But that was stopped due to a technical process where the defense argued that the way of referring him to Portsmouth was not followed up to the T. It ended up here in the High Court and it was reversed. So after that we argued one Saturday at the Cape Town Regional Court, where we also raised the issue of Section 77 and Section 78 of the Criminal Procedure Act, where we argued that we would love to have this man sent for observation, but the defense resisted that, saying there was nothing wrong with their client. He only stammers. There was nothing wrong. But we are happy that at the end they considered that he needs to be sent for mental observation. We welcome this decision, and we hope that when we come back on the 8th with a report, which will determine whether he's able to understand or appreciate the wrongfulness of what he did, appreciate it now, as well as being able to give instructions to his defense and understand the court proceedings as well.
So as of now, we understand that, correct me if I'm wrong, the judge ordered the 30 days. Does it commence as of today, or is there a specific time frame when the 30 days kick starts? And will he be going to Portsmouth today, or do we know when he'll be transferred to the Eastern Cape?
The order starts today. The order was given today. My understanding is that he'll be transported today to the Eastern Cape.
Thank you so much, Zandile there of the NPA here in the Western Cape. obviously giving an update in regards to what has transpired in court today. We will be back at the Western Cape High Court on the 8th of May, as we do know that Zandile Mafe, who stands accused of terrorism, housebreaking, including arson, following that devastating fire at the National Assembly on the 2nd of January, about a year ago. And basically, it does seem like things are moving in regards to this particular matter and the pre-conference ahead of, obviously, a trial. But we do understand that as much as he'll be transferred to the Eastern Cape, the NPA, including the defense, seem to have come around the table, and there's some sort of agreement and consensus in regards to Mr. Zandile Mafe and the psychiatric evaluation.
Nasiphi, thank you very much for that update live for us in Cape Town there.